rather than 3 because we got some topics for you guys on the back end. But we're going to go to the West Coast for both games this week because in the NFC, there was a game for first place in the West Division, and that was the Los Angeles Rams beating the Seattle Seahawks 21-19. Jason Myers had a chance to win it with a 61-yarder after he had scored basically all the Seahawks points up until that point, but unfortunately for him, it wasn't time for another game-winning field goal as we saw in division play earlier this season on a Thursday night in Arizona. Nevertheless, the Rams, I believe they've won 5 games in a row now. They sit atop the NFC West. And Javon, considering that is our division, being San Francisco 49ers fans, just what was your reaction to this result?
I thought the winner of this game would probably most likely be the best team in the NFC, if not the second best team in the NFC. These two teams, I love the faces that these Eagle fans are making on this podcast.
I'm just saying. I mean, the Rams did lose to the Eagles.
I didn't know your name was Toddy. I'm sorry. I didn't know that was your name. You can talk after when I'm done talking. Thank you.
Gotta call the bullshit. We're getting too big now, Toddy. I can't let you just put out false narratives.
Rudely interrupted by Kevin Dick. If you're on this podcast, you're gonna get interrupted by Kevin. Doesn't matter who you are. You can be Jesus Christ himself. You're getting interrupted. Anyway, I just thought the game itself, how it played out. The Seahawks were able to get into the red zone constantly throughout the game. They were able to move up the ball up and down the field between the 20s. I just thought when they got into the red zone, they just bailed out every single time. Field goal, field goal, field goal. They weren't able to score touchdowns. And not to mention, Sam Darnold also threw 4 interceptions. And despite all of that happening, JSN was still going off. Kenneth Walker, I believe, scored one of the touchdowns for the Seahawks. And Seattle literally had a chance to win the game at the end, despite all of the turnovers. So maybe that might be a spite of the Rams not really winning the game, but more of the Seahawks losing the game because they had so many chances to score. They had so many chances. They gave the Rams ample amounts of times to score. And I think pretty much the majority of the game, it was pretty like back and forth. Like nothing was really happening. Not a lot of scoring was really happening because Seattle's defense just kept getting stops after stop after stop, and they kept giving their offense chances to win, but Sam Darnold just kept giving the ball away. And I thought that was basically, I mean, usually when you give up 4 turnovers, you're going to lose by double digits. I mean, that's kind of a given, usually in the NFL. But that Seattle defense, I think, is a top 5 defense in the NFL, one of the best defenses in the league. And for them to be able to still give their offense a chance to win the game kind of speaks volumes. I did see that Matthew Stafford is the betting favorite to win MVP currently right now. I think he's like plus 130, plus 120, around that range. So I definitely do think that Matthew Stafford is having the best year so far as a quarterback, just going by the numbers. But I think this Rams team, I don't know how I feel about them currently after that win. I do understand that it was basically for almost it was a playoff vibe, definitely for that game in particular. And they are going to be playing against each other against Seattle. If they played again today, I probably would pick Seattle to win just based off the fact I don't think Sam Darnold is going to turn the ball over 4 times. But I thought it was probably one of the better games of the day. And this could be, who knows, it could be a rematch in the playoffs for the NFC Championship, divisional round. Who knows? We'll see. I do think these teams will obviously they'll see each other again, but I do think they'll meet again in the playoffs for sure.
Well, I just saw Kevin hit a full facepalm for the audio-only listeners.
Boo this man!
Just had to say, I will throw that meme up there in just a moment. But I was just about to get Toddy to respond to a couple of comments, but he had to step away for a moment. So, Kevin, why are we booing this man? I mean, I'll throw the meme up on the screen since you said it, but why are we booing Toddy? You booed him off the screen. Why are we booing this man?
He said a lot of great things, but the first couple words were just, I hate the Eagles, so I'm going to throw this out there. These are two contender teams. I'm not going to say that these teams aren't good. I'm not going to say that they're tier 2 NFC teams. They are definitely tier 1 NFC teams, but the winner of this game was just going to be the winner of the NFC West. Like, that was the only thing that was going to come out of this game. Unfortunately, I know there's a lot of Vikings fans that I know, and Sam Darnold just pulled the Sam Darnold. When the moment gets tough, you either elevate your game or you piss the bed. And he pissed the bed, not one, but two, but three, but 4 times. 4 interceptions, back-to-back. I mean, just drive killers. And it's when you play a team like the Rams, you need your quarterback to show up. You held the Rams to 21 points. They have one of the best defenses in football, but they were not able to finish drives. Toddy mentioned it. They're not finishing drives. They're just getting field goals. So for them to have this result, do we look bad on the Seahawks? Like, do we lose faith in the Seahawks? As long as Sam Darnold is their quarterback, at some point or time, he's going to play like Sam Darnold. It's inevitable. It's like Thanos. But Matthew Stafford, like Toddy said, is the betting favorite for MVP. I don't think he'll win it. Unfortunately, I think it's the guy in Denver, and Bo Nix, Toddy's favorite team. He's doing more with less. I mean, anyone could win with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, right? I mean, shit. It's not like he's doing it with Cortland Sutton and the other dude from Oregon, I can't remember his name, and a bunch of nobodies, RJ Harvey, just a bunch of bandits just winning games, find out they beat the Chiefs. I mean, they beat the Eagles. They beat 2 teams that are in the Super Bowl, but we don't have to get into the MVP talk now. But that's who would have my vote if they're voting in it today. But, tip your hats off. Matthew Stafford continues to win games and find out ways to – Troy Franklin, thank you, Grey Wolf. Finding out ways to win games. So shout out to the Rams. Someone's got to be the second best team in the NFC, and why not them?
All right, Kaz, what were your thoughts on this game as the Rams pull ahead in the NFC West with a 21-19 win against Seattle?
Good game. Good game. Like, Sammy D went from 3 weeks ago, having a damn near perfect game to having 0 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, but still went for 1 million yards. And I think that just comes to show why the Seattle Seahawks probably won't make a run when they do make the playoffs. Sam Darnold did revitalize his career, and he actually got a fan out of me, which I was never a fan of before him, but he got a fan out of me. But I will say, like, it's games like that you can't lose. You see what I'm saying? It's you can tell the difference between teams that are really geared for the playoffs and really geared to make a run and teams that aren't. And you have a huge opportunity right now to beat not only a good team, but arguably, I'll be fair, arguably the best team in NFC. They're not, but there's an argument, okay? And then on top of that, a division team. The reason why I say there's an argument is because I respect the record. Yes, we did beat them, but when we beat them, like, those things happen. We also got beat by the fucking Giants. It's like it ain't like when we played the Rams, it's like, we was just – it wasn't last year vibes, you get what I'm saying. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, this team makes me feel super comfortable right now. But you know what? We're showing up. We're doing what we do. And, one way the Eagles will always find – a way to make themselves very relevant and put themselves in contention for that conference. But Seahawks had, I believe I took the Seahawks to win this game, so I was obviously wrong, but they had the golden opportunity to show the world, hey, listen, we know the Rams are good. We know that, we got rid of DK Metcalf. Zach Charbonnet now is the lead. They don't even know what they're doing at running back. Zach Charbonnet is now the lead back. He's the premier back. Okay, people are out here drafting Kenneth Walker as their premier back, and the whole time it was the backup was going to get the role. Okay, not me. I stayed away this year, but the Seattle has been kicking ass all season long. So have the Rams. It was just a good game. And I really wish that Sam Darnold would have found a way to not turn the ball over so much, because now a lot of people are probably like, okay, wait, now this might be the reason why Sam Darnold bounced around in the first place when he was a Jet. Ended up in Minnesota. Luckily got the start. Was that just a 1 year thing? Well, then he starts off with Seattle. They're winning all these games. Well, is it because of other factors? Is it because of schedule? I don't really know. I think that Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. At one point, he was also in contention for the MVP, but I think this game just took him out of the race entirely. He's gonna have to come back and finish the season off damn near perfect, because you can't throw 4 picks and no touchdowns. You can't do that against a division opponent while you have an opportunity to be one of the top teams in the NFC. It just has to happen there. So good game. I think that they're going to be a problem, whoever they play in that first round in the wild card spot. Don't know if they'll win or not, but after that, they may not go any further than the divisional, just an appearance. So shout out the Rams. Rams are good, man. I mean, they have, like Kevin said, I think it was Kevin. He's like, well, shit. They got Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, Matthew Stafford. Like, fuck, these aren't just guys. These are some of the top guys in the league. Like, you take Devontae Adams, clearly is still one of the best route runners in the NFL. He's going off this year, and he's damn near my age, which says a lot. So the fact that he's doing that, and then you got Puka's crazy ass, you got a young prime Kyron Williams followed up with Blake Corum, and then you got Stafford, who is one of the last of a dying breed of those true pocket passing quarterbacks still playing at a premier level. The better team won. But I think that Seattle Sam Darnold specifically could have put up a better fight.
Ever since Sam Darnold was at USC, I found myself rooting for him. Toddy, I don't know if you're in the same boat as a Trojans fan, but I kind of just like Sam Darnold since he was in college. Then he goes to the Jets. He has a terrible tenure there, bounces around the league. Then he ends up in San Francisco, and I kind of got more of a soft spot for him. He goes off to Minnesota, has success there under Kevin O'Connell, but then he ends up in Seattle. And I dislike everything Seattle when it comes to sports. And so I ain't upset about Sam Darnold seeing ghosts again. I hope it happens more often, especially when the 49ers end up playing the Seattle Seahawks again very soon. And Javon, a couple comments that I wanted you to just see from earlier, as on Instagram, Big Sal says, green will look better, brother, on Mako with the jersey, I guess. But then he does say it's a great meme. And then getting to some other comments on YouTube before we move on to the next game. I don't know exactly how to say this name. Let's see. MBA Baggins says, just subscribe.
I think it's Puma. I think it's Puma.
Okay, Puma. Thank you, Kaz.
I'll
just go with Puma.
Love.
Puma. There you go. Puma says, just subscribe. Found you from Kaz's stream. We appreciate you, as well as Marilyn XOX says, hi, came from Kaz's stream too. And shout out to Grey Wolf, who is an OG Kaz subscriber and has been following us for a while now. We appreciate you, Grey Wolf, saying hello, gentlemen. And now